Coming up on Lexington Now, the mayor's city budget, spring events at the Explorium, and celebrating the life of a public health hero. This and more up next on this week's edition of Lexington Now. I'm Sherelle Roberts, and welcome to another edition of Lexington Now, where we take a look at the news that shapes your urban county government. Mayor Jim Gray delivered his budget address this past week, and the news is looking good for the city. Here are some of the highlights.
In the budget I'm proposing today, we've included funding for projects and initiatives that are priorities for each council member. Council members know firsthand the needs of their districts, and our at-large council members have great perspective. So we make efforts to include their input from the earliest phase of budget preparation. I think council members would agree, by working together as partners, we make our budget and our city stronger. Over the past couple of years, our partnership has produced some home runs for our city. Our new Senior Citizens Center is set to open in a couple of months. We're taking service to our seniors to a whole new level. The historic courthouse is in its design phase. It will become a source of city pride once more. And Town Branch Commons, a project that will be a defining landmark forever, is moving ahead. Altogether, a grand slam for Lexington. As work on these aspirational projects continues, it's time to shift our emphasis back to the fundamental blocks that are building our great American city. I've made that shift in the budget I'm proposing today. Now, while the budget's focus, priorities, and needs change year to year, in Lexington, the essential building blocks within the budget, public safety, economic development, parks, basic services, efficiency, quality of life, those building blocks are constant. That's because our citizens are our compass. They are government's true north. They point the way. And they are remarkably consistent. What do citizens want? If you listen, they'll tell you, and we listen. Council members listen. I listen, and here's what we've been hearing. Citizens want a safe city. They want a good job and economic opportunity for themselves and their children. They love their parks and want programming for all ages. Citizens expect high performance on basic services like garbage pickup, paving, snow removal. They want their investment, their tax dollars, to be used wisely, efficiently, and they want transparency and accountability. They demand a high quality of life. They want to be proud of their city. When we put together the budget, we always come back to these blocks that build Lexington business and brand, each an essential part of the priorities we have lived by for the past 5 years: creating jobs, running government efficiently, and building a great American city. Annual revenue estimates have increased from negative growth in 2010 to the solid growth we are anticipating for 2017. We predict operating fund revenues of $345 million in 2017. I have confidence in this projection. It's based on the advice of University of Kentucky economists, plus economists from the private sector, and on the work of Commissioner Bill O'Mara and his revenue team. Public safety dominates the general fund budget, 54%. It's an essential building block for our city. From 2011 to the budget we are discussing today, our total investment in public safety exceeds $1.7 billion. In that time, we have increased our annual investment by 26.7%, including a 5.5% increase in next year's budget. We are eliminating 2 positions in the mayor's office and adding a new position to report to Chief Development Officer Kevin Atkins, a workforce development manager, who will work with both employers and potential employees to ensure we have a workforce with the right skills to meet companies' needs. As we work to grow our economy and help our citizens find good jobs, The need for good, targeted workforce training is important to those looking for work and also to those looking for employees. Yes, workforce training is important to our entire community, helping us attract and retain good companies that provide good jobs. We've included $7 million in this budget for paving, and when added to the $3 million in state road funds, we will have available $10 million for paving next year. A new salt storage facility, a $1.5 million investment, will improve the efficiency of our snow removal efforts in East Lexington. Once again, we've included funding to hire contractors when the snow starts piling up. It made a big difference in the last 2 winters. We're investing in LexCall, which makes government work efficiently for our citizens. LexCall is a one-stop shop for people to ask questions, put in a service order, or get connected to the right government staffer to solve a problem. Today, I'm announcing support for a 130-acre youth sports complex in Cardinal Run North. We've included $7 million in this budget to move this project forward. A study by Bluegrass Sports Commission shows the $25 million complex would generate as much as $23 million a year locally, money spent on our hotels, restaurants, and other businesses. The study estimates the complex would attract 7,000 baseball, softball, soccer, and other sports teams to Lexington each year. We have worked together to build this great city, block by block by block, reaching up and lifting up and stretching to grab the brass ring for our city. We've demonstrated that together we can make a difference. Together we can make good things happen. This is our time, so let's seize the moment. Thank you all very much.
For more information or to watch the entire budget address, you can log on to the city's website. It's lexingtonky.gov. The Explorium of Lexington has a very exciting slate of exhibits and events for your kids coming up in these warmer months. Lee Ellen Martin fills us in on the activities ahead.
Hey everybody, I'm Lee Ellen Martin with the Explorium of Lexington. Stay tuned to see what's next. Abracadabra!
Hi, welcome to the Explorium.
What we got going on for the summertime, summer camps in your new exhibit?
Right, well, we've got lots of fun stuff going on. We'll have summer camps all summer starting, just as soon as school's out. Kids can come spend a week with us, or 2 or 3, how many ever they want. But every week is a different subject, so whether you want to study, we've got a STEAM week, we have got several others, and we've even got the science behind sports this year. So. And the whole camp season is sponsored by the Lexington Legends, so every kid that comes here gets 2 tickets to a Legends game. So that'll be a lot of fun. So there's always lots of fun camps going on here. We've also got, for right now, Abracadabra Everyday Magic, and it'll be here until Memorial Day. And you can learn how the secrets behind magic, and you also learn about just magic in our lives, how math magic. Things in math sometimes seem like magic, but they're not. But so you learn the secrets behind it, and then you can learn the secret behind pulling a rabbit out of the hat too.
That's awesome.
Right, learn some card tricks, learn domino tricks, and even learn to move like a magician. You know how they get in and out of tricks because they're very flexible, or bendy, as my kids might say. So there's a whole area where you can move in and out of tunnels and down slides. Our winter hours, or basically our school year hours, are Tuesday through Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 1 to 5. And we have over 100 exhibits here, and everything is to be touched and played with. We have a moon you can walk on, a bubble you can get inside of, you can fly an F-16, dig for dinosaurs. Our homes area has just gotten a renovation, and so there's new things in there to do, new clothes to try on. We've got a camel you can ride in now, and then downstairs we've got our around Kentucky area, which is a lot of horse activities, and then we've got our Locks and Dams River, and then you move on from there. We do have a toddler area. And that's actually next for renovation. That'll be going under renovation this spring. Then we have our human body, so you can learn about being careful in the sun, learn about your teeth, your brain. And then from there you move on to the Explorium Way, where you can learn about farm to market. You can be a farmer. You can take your goods that you grow to the market. There's a bank. We've got Green Screen Newsroom, WEXP, so you can report on all sorts of natural disasters. We actually, by April 15th, will have open our courtroom. So you can now come and be a judge or an attorney or the defendant or the victim, whatever you want to be, the jury. And you can also, on down the Explorium Way would be our pet hospital and our doctor's office. Tuesday through Friday at 10:30, we have preschool programs. So if your preschooler wants to come and do something a little different every time they come, we've got these about half-hour programs. They're free with museum admission. And then on Saturdays we have programs at 11. They're a little bit more in depth, so the kids stay in the room for about 30-45 minutes, and it can be a science project, an art project, social studies. It varies what it might be. And then every Saturday also from 12:30 to 2 we have Imagination Station, and they're really quick little activities you can come do, but it's just something different. I know we've made lava lamps, we've sent letters to soldiers, we have done minute to win it type races, so just a lot of different things going on. All of the programs that I described are free with museum admission, so you just come, and whatever's going on, we encourage you to do it. So if you want to find out what's going on, you can go to explorium.com. We have all our programs are listed on there, you can find out more information. We also have a Facebook page, and you can like us on there. We're good about announcing the bigger events that are coming up, and then you can always call us at 859-258-3253.
For more information about these exhibits, you can log on to the Explorium's website. It's www.explorium.com. The Fayette County Health Department had what they call a true public health hero. Dr. Rice Leach recently passed away, and with his passing, we certainly have lost a true advocate for public health. Those who knew him well certainly loved him, and recently decided to celebrate him in a way that was unconventional and was also at his request. It was a New Orleans jazz funeral.
Today, let the music play, eat some food. A jazz funeral for Dr. Leach. We're doing just a full-on celebration of Dr. Leach's life. Dr. Leach spent some time in Louisiana. He worked at a federal hospital in New Orleans, and he always commented on how much he really loved the idea of New Orleans jazz funerals. And so we're doing a New Orleans theme. We've been in mourning and we're grieving, but today we're going to let it out.
Dr. Leach was seriously an amazing man. He could be serious, he could be funny, he could just be insanely funny, and he really had a caring spirit. He was a real caring man.
My girls are 8 and 13, and they wanted me to bring these today. Dr. Leach gave them to them back 2 years ago when he saw them in the Nutcracker Ballet. So my 8-year-old sleeps with hers every night, so they'll always remember him, and he was really special to my girls and I.
He was just kind of one of those persons that just made you want to do a good job at what you were doing. Since I'm preparedness, he kind of leaned on me a little bit to know what I'm doing, and kind of know what he's doing as well. And we were coming up to a part of the exercise, and he got ready to get up and leave, and I said, Dr. Leach, you can't leave yet. This is where you're supposed to be in on this. And he goes, well, I got to go pee. And I says, you can't go pee, you need to sit down. And so he sat down there and finished the exercise for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then when everything was over with, he just stopped everything, looked over at me and says, permission to pee, sir. And I said, permission granted. So it was just funny. I laughed so hard, and a lot of people at the table did as well.
One of the things he loved to do is to sometimes even break the ice. He would take this whoopee cushion machine to pretty important meetings, and if somebody said something off track or he was just plain getting a little bored, he would let it out. And of course everybody would turn and look at each other. Who was that? What was that? And it was Dr. Leach.
Frankly, Dr. Leach was public health. He has over 50 years in the public health service, whether it's in the medical career, being commissioner at the state, U.S. Surgeon General's chief of staff. I mean, the guy's worked everywhere. I think they said yesterday at his funeral that he had 23 jobs in 25 years. I mean, he couldn't stay in one place long, but that was because he had a lot of work to do in a lot of places. It's certainly a life worth remembering. It's a life worth honoring.
Everyone here in the Urban County government certainly is grateful for the time we had to spend with Dr. Leach. He will be missed. And coming up after the break, Bluegrass Double Dollars is back. We'll tell you what that means for you.
We have an abundance of beauty and natural resources here in the Bluegrass. More miles of running water than any state in the continental U.S. You may not know it, but all our creeks and streams catch water directly from storm sewers on our streets. That means when someone tosses a cigarette butt on Main or Vine, chances are good it'll end up in Town Branch. Leave some pet waste on a sidewalk near Versailles Road, it goes into Wolf Run Creek. So please, don't trash the Bluegrass.
This message is brought to you by the U.S. Fire Administration. Have 2 ways out. When fire strikes, deadly smoke can fill your home within minutes. That's why the USFA wants you to plan and practice home fire drills. Draw a map of each level of your home showing all doors and windows. Discuss the map with everyone who lives with you. Practice your home fire drill at least twice a year. Make sure all doors and windows that lead outside open easily. Push the smoke alarm button to start the drill. Try feeling your way in the dark or with your eyes closed. Have at least 2 ways out of every room. If your first way out is blocked by fire or smoke, you can use your second way out. If there is smoke, get low and go. Crawl quickly under the smoke to your nearest exit. Close doors behind you and gather at a pre-planned outside meeting place where first responders can see you. Call 911. Remember, get out and stay out. Never go back inside for people, pets, or things. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Welcome to Your Health, starring Your Hands. On today's show, washing your hands. If people don't wash their hands often, especially when they're sick, they can spread germs directly to other people or onto surfaces that others touch. And before you know it, everyone has come down with something. It's important to wash your hands frequently with good soapy water. Here's some hand washing tips. Wash your hands after using the bathroom. Wash your hands after coughing or blowing your nose. Wash your hands before eating, serving, or preparing food. Wash your hands after playing with your pets or touching other animals. Wash your hands after outdoor activities. Wash your hands before and after visiting someone who's sick. Wash your hands when they get dirty. And wash your hands after changing those diapers. Thanks for watching Your Health, and remember, wash those hands frequently.
To the show. Bluegrass Farm to Table and Bluegrass Community Foundation want everyone to eat their veggies. And to make sure that farm fresh produce is available to everyone, they're bringing back the ever popular Bluegrass Double Dollars program.
Fresh produce. It's a commodity most of us tend to take for granted. But there are many in our community who don't have access, and that is where the Bluegrass Double Dollars program, now in its second year, comes in.
Bluegrass Double Dollars is an incentive program designed to make healthy local produce more affordable for folks participating in the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP.
Ashton Potter Wright of Bluegrass Farm to Table says SNAP users can use their EBT cards to get up to 10 Bluegrass Double Dollars at any participating location in Lexington.
Bluegrass Double Dollars is a partnership between Bluegrass Community Foundation and Bluegrass Farm to Table at 4 locations. Here at Good Foods Co-op, Lexington Farmers Market, Lexington Market East End, as well as Fresh Stop Markets.
And not only does the program benefit SNAP users, but it benefits local growers as well. Because as Christy Maggart explains, double dollars are only good on specific items identified as local.
Any sort of produce that is produced here in Central Kentucky, such as plants, herbs, plant starts, vegetables, fruits, all sorts of yummy things. We have Kentucky blue signs that have our little icon that's just like kind of the state of Kentucky, and they are throughout our produce section, and people can look for those blue signs that help identify that they're made in Kentucky and produced in Kentucky and grown in Kentucky.
First District Council member James Brown says the program has been a great boost for the health of his constituents and has generated a lot of excitement in his district.
Residents and district members can purchase fresh produce at a reasonable cost. I think it has actually increased their spending dollars and given them the ability to purchase more with less. I know it was a whole lot of excitement with the Fresh Stop that they had last year. From what I hear now, I heard they have a lot of participation, a lot of excitement building around the East End Fresh Stop.
Lisa Adkins of the Bluegrass Community Foundation explains what the program has meant to them as an organization.
What we care about is making Lexington and all the communities we serve across the Bluegrass be the most vibrant, dynamic, and healthy communities they can be, and Bluegrass Double Dollars does just that.
As Vice Mayor Steve Kay explains, the City of Lexington, in its partnership with the Bluegrass Community Foundation and the Bluegrass Double Dollars program, has been able to enhance its role in providing healthy local food options.
There are some things that the city can't do by itself or for itself. This enables the Bluegrass Community Foundation can seek grants, get grants, work with other organizations that we sometimes work with, but are not always, they can't always do it very easily.
Lisa says that the foundation welcomes any who want to contribute to the program.
Anyone who wants to help contribute financially to support this effort can make a charitable, tax-deductible gift to Bluegrass Community Foundation for Bluegrass Double Dollars and can help more people get healthy, fresh fruits and vegetables on their plate.
For more information about the program or how you can get involved, log on to the website that's on our screen. Well, spring is in full bloom and the Arboretum has all kinds of activities for you to enjoy, and they're kicking off these festivities with what they call a party for the planet. Blooming trees, budding sprouts, and beautiful days are the perfect decorations for what the Arboretum calls Party for the Planet.
Party for the Planet is a month-long series of events sponsored by Kentucky Utilities, where they encourage us to help encourage other people to get outdoors, plant trees, and enjoy the earth.
Arboretum Director Molly Davis says the party started March 29th and runs through April, with several planting and earth cultivating events. The grand finale happens on Arbor Day.
We'll start out with a tree proclamation like we have every year, and then we'll have Tree Campus and Tree City USA presentations. For a special treat this year, the Glendover 4th and 5th grade chorus is going to be here singing. Then we'll also have a ceremonial tree planting, and then the Kentucky Children's Garden has free admission that day, and there'll be lots and lots of exhibitors with either information about trees or giving away trees or just things to have a party.
Davis says the event is about more than just having fun. It's about creating an environmentally friendly and stable future for the city of Lexington.
I think it's just really essentially for any community that wants to be successful to realize the role and the importance of planting trees. And that's what Arbor Day really is done to commemorate, is how you can plant a tree, and usually you call planting a tree something you do for your grandchildren. You don't do it for your immediate gratification, but it's for future generations.
For more information about events going on at the Arboretum, you can visit their website. It's listed here on our screen. Well, spring weather is not only bringing flowers, it is bringing some wonderful music and entertainment with the return of Thursday Night Live at Cheapside Park. Here's what's on the bill this year.
Hi, I'm Laura Farnsworth, and I'm with the Downtown Lexington Corporation. And we're here at the Fifth Third Bank Pavilion at Cheapside Park to talk about the 2016 season of Central Bank Thursday Night Live. The 2016 season starts on Thursday, April 7th, and will take place every week through October 13th. That's 28 weeks. We've got all your favorite bands back this year, including the Swells, the Big Maracas, Charlie Shook and the Trendells, the Johnson Brothers, and more. For a complete list of bands, check out our Facebook, Downtown Lexington Corporation, or find us online at downtownlex.com. Of course, it wouldn't be Central Bank Thursday Night Live without local food and drink vendors. One of the things the Downtown Lexington Corporation is really proud of is our partnership with local nonprofits. This year we will pair with over 30 nonprofits in a program that will give back about $30,000 into the community. These nonprofits send volunteers down. They're going to pour your beers, they're going to make sure everybody's happy, and then all of the tips you give are going to go right back to them and the good work they do in our community. Central Bank Thursday Night Live. It all happens here at the Fifth Third Bank Pavilion at Cheapside Park.
We've got a full schedule here in the Urban County government this week. Here's a quick peek at what's on the schedule, but for a complete listing of meetings and events, you can log on to the city's website. You know where to find us, lexingtonky.gov. That's all for this week's edition of Lexington Now. We'll return next week with more news from your Urban County government. But in the meantime, you can keep up with what we're doing by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can also get 24/7 traffic updates by following us on Twitter. Our handle is @LexRex. For the staff and producers at GTV3, I'm Sherelle Roberts, and that's it for now.